Good morning, Sridhar here once again with a new topic today. Uh, One of the requests from the real estate agents has come to me asking me, sir, how to invite customers for a site visit? This is the question. How to invite customers for a site visit? Okay. So this, answer for this is very simple. I follow one principle, and I tell all my people who are working with me to follow this principle, and this is working wonders for us. You see, if you call up somebody on your own and then invite, you are under their mercy. If they call you or if they give you permission to call you and then you call them, then you will have respect to that call. So this is the policy that I want all of you to follow. Whether you are with me or you're not with me, you're an outside real estate agent. If you follow this practice, then you can see success. What is that practice? Customers, how do you get them? You pick up a cold data and call them. It is something like taking an arrow and shooting in the dark, and you never know where it will go and hit. So you have to keep on hitting arrows, 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 arrows. You have to keep on hitting, and it may probably fall, and that's not what I am actually advising. That's a very, very laborious work. So if you want customers' data, you need to promote property. So promoting property is what? Whatever property that you're holding, it should be published. Where it should be published? Wherever you get inquiries. Where do you get inquiries? Some of the important portals are 99 Acres, Magic Bricks, Housing.com, Common Floor, and blah blah. So many such portals are there. Of late, even OLX is doing exceedingly well. They have revamped their website and all that. They are doing very well. Okay. So if you post your properties in any of these websites, then you will get inquiries. So when the inquiries come in, you need to drop them a message. The moment you get a number, invariably what will happen is everybody will pick up the phone and start talking to them, which is a wrong practice. Now, if you want to exhibit your professionalism, you need to just drop him a message saying that I received your number from so and so portal, right? Looks like you're interested in this property. Can we schedule a call? Please tell me your convenient time. Okay, this is the message that should go to him. So when he replies back to you, 9:30 is okay, 10:15 is okay, or I'll call you back. If these kind of replies come to him, then just imagine how that conversation will go on. If you don't do that, suddenly you pick up the phone and start talking to him. Under what frame of mind he is, we don't know. Okay. You expect him to give attention to your call. Why should he? He would like you, he would have seen many other properties also in the internet. He would have dropped messages everywhere. How will we remember that you are the person to whom he has already responded? He will not even remember that. But a message which has gone to him, he will see that message and he will understand, yeah, I had seen this advertisement, because you're going to give him a link of the advertisement that you have posted. Give him that link so that if he wants to reconfirm whether he has seen this property or not, he will click that link in the phone and then he will see whether he has reconfirmed, he has seen that property. Then he will reply to you a message if he is interested in the property. Supposing you don't get a message, it means he's not interested. Don't bug him. Okay, you need to just keep talking to them only through messages. And if you have got emails, only 3 emails. You always should get into a position where people call you, whether it is a seller or a buyer, anybody for that matter. You have to be very smart enough in trying to make these people call. So dropping the message will give you excellent results because you are not disturbing them. At the same time, you are not leaving them. You are definitely giving them some information about your property, etc. But if this is the practice that you follow, then when he calls you, you can very comfortably at a level, you and he are both in same levels, and then you can talk each other and then fix up a time when is he interested in site visit, and that's how it has to be done. Otherwise, people are getting used to, sir, आप site visit किया ना, कर दीजिए, this इस हफ्ते में कर दीजिए, all this kind of, putting words into his mouth, like, you are trying to tell him that what he has to do. Okay, nobody likes that, so that cannot win a deal. Okay, so it shows your desperation. Never show your desperation in business. If you show desperation in business, he's going to ask you and sit on your head and ask you for massive discount, which you won't be able to give. If he asks for massive discount and if you won't be able to give him, then the deal is off. Okay. So you need to be at a same pitch, same level. You're doing your part of the job. He's doing his part of the job. He's coming to you because you're going to provide him a service, right? He's paying you because you are providing him a service. He's not doing any favor to him. You are not doing any favor to him. Okay. Both of you are on the same pitch. With this motive, with this thing in mind, deal with the customers. Thank you. By the way, I forgot to tell you, if you have liked this idea of mine, what I've told you, please drop in the comment here below saying that, what is the key takeaway from today's video and how did you like it? Will you practice this? Okay. Yes, no. You can tell me, or you can, supposing you disagree with what I'm telling, that also you can put it across so that I'll also improve. Okay. Right then. Bye-bye.